Well, coming up next right here this morning, back to school. Would you want to return to sophomore year at the age of 33? We'll talk with an Indiana man who's doing just that. But first, this is Today on NBC.
Would you want to relive your days in high school? One Indiana man had a very special reason for doing it.
Tonight at 11, we'll show you what the students have told him so far. Let's just say the pace of life is a lot quicker.
Also, why is this 33-year-old man back in a high school classroom? We'll tell you what prompted his return.
But high school?
No.
No. No.
Those days are better left behind.
Scott Green is married, has a 3-year-old son, and another baby on the way. And as a youth pastor, he thought this would be a good way to reconnect with today's youth. And Scott Green, good morning to you. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, thanks, Lester.
Well, the idea to reconnect with the youth, how's it going?
It's going pretty well. It's going pretty well. I'm having a good week.
And what has the experience been like? Are you truly living as a high school student? Because we mentioned you're married, you've got kids. Are the kids relating to you, though, as a fellow student? Or is this older guy who's hanging out with them for 2 weeks?
You know, it's a little bit of both. I mean, this experience breaks down at some point, but I've been pretty amazed in just a matter of 6 days or 7 days so far that they're already connecting and they're just seeing me just as another kid sitting with them in class.
Green took classes, he participated in gym, ate lunch with the high school students for 2 weeks. He hopes to use what he learned to improve how he deals with teenagers in his church work.
The Warsaw Community Church youth minister says it's his own homework assignment to better understand a generation that he's learning many adults simply don't know.
It's harder than you think to meet everyone's expectations.
Green is taking it seriously. He's here every day, all day. He even has his own locker. And teachers are taking him seriously too. He got his first tardy last week.
Listen, as adults, we certainly understand the idea of stress, and we think sometimes we have the corner on stress because of our family obligations and work and that sort of thing. Kids say they're stressed out. Are they? Are you shocked to the level that they are?
You know, here's what I think. I've been amazed at the level of stress that they are under. And I think it's the same stress that we experienced when we were in high school 15, 16 years ago. But I think our culture has turned up the heat on that stress. And sure, they don't have a mortgage, they may not have car payments, but their stress in their world is very real and it's significant and they feel it.
Students have homework, but Green says it's more than he had, and they're working longer jobs. 25% said they work 20 hours or more a week, in addition to classes and an increasing number of extracurricular activities.
Here's what scares me. 25% of the students who took the survey have persistent feelings of hopelessness.
What Green also finds disturbing is 60% of students on his survey said they would turn to a friend for advice about a major life decision before a teacher, parent, or any adult.
We've got to convince them that the advice that we have to offer is relevant to their world. And if we're not in their world, we don't understand their world, they're not going to turn to us.
Green says that after spending time with all of the students and hearing how hopeless some of them feel about their lives, he's much more empathetic towards kids.
He already got a tardy ticket.
Oh, bless his heart.
It's really something.
That is too cute.
Green says he believes teachers are doing a good job of trying to understand teens, but he hopes his project can help everybody do an even better job of helping them become adults.
You're also conducting, we should note, some research. You've given the kids some surveys. What's probably the most startling thing that you have discovered in this experience?
Well, here's what we've done. We've set up a website called 2weeksback.com, and kids can go online and very anonymously leave their responses to questions like, what's your favorite lunch? How much pressure are you under? Do you feel safe at school? And we've just been amazed at what kids are saying about attempting to meet everyone's expectations and the expectations that are placed on them by coaches, teachers, and everybody.
Well, Scott Green, good luck to you. Thanks so much for talking and sharing your experience with us.